from California, this is Sandy from Messy Paper Crafts, and today I have another quick tutorial for you on how to create this card with the leftover bunny that we had from our last tutorial. And if you have watched that, then you know that I wanted to test out the rub-ons by Aall and Create and also the stamps by Aall and Create Rub. And last time we used the teddy bear and this time I used this cute little bunny. And here you can see the rub-on that I'll be using by Aall and Create, and it's a little bit lighter in its texture. So last time it was a bit more heavy on the brown, therefore it fit really well with the teddy bear. And here it has a little bit more of an airy look for the bunny. And as before, I just place the rub-on sheet down. It's a little bit sticky, so it's really easy to just keep in place onto your cardstock. And here I'm using the Lavinia Stamps cardstock, which is like a very sturdy, thick, heavy paper, which I absolutely love. And also these rub-ons, they come with a little wooden stick, but you can also use a bone folder. So that's just a different option to show you that once again, everything came off the transfer sheet and it was very easy to use, and I absolutely love these colors. And now I just cut the cardstock with my Tim Holtz decal trimmer, just because I love these uneven edges. And then I go ahead and just color these edges with the Tim Holtz Distress ink and Vintage Photo, just to give it a bit more of a finished look. And now I color in the bunny that I mentioned before. So this is by Aall and Create Rub, really cute. And I stamped it down twice with my Misty and VersaFine Clear ink in Nocturne, which is a black ink. And then I embossed it with clear embossing powder by Ranger, just so that the ink will stay in place when I use my Copic markers, which are alcohol based, and they would otherwise smear with this VersaFine Clear ink. And now I have no issues because it's embossed. And as before, I always say I'm not the best colorer in the world. There are way better people that can do tutorials on how to color in an image. But here, once again, I just went in with the lightest color, just to put some color down, which makes it for me easier to blend the rest of the colors. And here I just use the warm gray tones by Copic, and I decided to have a little bit darker colors on the left side, because on the right side there is a star where I kind of thought that would illuminate the bunny. So just to give it a bit more of a three-dimensional feel, a little bit darker on the left, a little bit lighter on the right where the star is. And then I just did my fussy cutting to cut around this with a little bit of a white border to separate the bunny from the background. And I also had some die cuts left over from the last tutorial. These are just some random textures that I had, and also some stems and some flowers. I always feel that works really well as a background for your focal point, once again, just to give it this mixed media feel. And then I also use a few different washi tapes by Aall and Create, because I want that the bunny has somewhere to stand on. So I kind of feel this way he or she is grounded and doesn't just float around on the card. And then I use some foam tape and I attach him or her somehow onto this washi tape. And yeah, I just think this looks really cute. And then I just placed another die cut that I had under the bunny, so that it looks again a little bit more interesting. And I always recommend, if you want to create a bit of interest behind your focal point, which is the bunny here, then any die cuts that are like a floral theme, like a stem or a flower or some kind of texture, that always works great. And I also love to use at the end the Stamperia contour liner for some splatter. So we have this in gold and in white, and that's just a very easy way to mix it with a little bit of water and to add some splatter for the mixed media look. And then I also love to use the stickles for some glitter and some rhinestones, so that it looks maybe a little bit more elegant. And yeah, it gives it a whole finished look if you have some rhinestones that are also in the same color scheme as your background. And yeah, I just love to play like that. And this is what the card would look like if you would just leave it like that. But if you've seen other tutorials by me, then you know that I like to add even more layers. So my cardstock here is blue, and you could just leave it like that, but I love to add another layer. So I have some golden paper here as my frame for the main card front. And I just find that if you can add more layers, then it becomes more interesting. However, of course, you don't have to do this. This is just my way of loving to play with all of those different layers. And this is the finished result. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and yeah, maybe it gave you some inspiration, but I really enjoyed playing with Rub Ons by Aall and Create, and also the stamp set by Aall and Create Rub. And that's it for me today. I hope that you have a crafty week, and remember, no stressy, be messy and have fun. See you next time.